This is the MFP report for January 16, 2016. In this report, I will be talking about Hillary Clinton and the presidential race. Hillary Clinton, it seems to me, is in big, big trouble. The polls seem to be tightening, and other than that, the 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 law is starting to get closer and closer to coming to get her and taking her away and perp walking her to jail. If not for national security issues, but simply for perjury and lying about national security issues and lying about certain things about Benghazi. And and look, it's been proven that this woman and her husband are serial liars, and they just can't help themselves about it. And there are a lot of people in the Democratic Party, it seems, that want nothing more to do with the Clintons and would be very, 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 very happy if she wasn't around in the race, even though cost them, it might cost them the, it might cost them the election. She would cost them the election nonetheless, because there are a lot of people that just simply won't. She's eminently unlikable, and she is a liar. I mean, a lot of politicians lie to people, but she is one of the worst ones, and unlike she's not likable. Her her husband is a more likable character, and it if you look at when she speaks, every time she talks, her likability, her poll numbers go down, down, down. Nobody likes her. Nobody in her own party likes her. I mean, and the polls with her and Bernie Sanders are tightening up to the point of Bernie Sanders might actually have a shot to win the candidacy, win her in the primary and beat her in the primary. Now, like I said earlier, Bernie Sanders, shall we say, is a curmudgeonly socialist. She's a socialist as well, but he's a curmudgeonly socialist, and he's outward about his socialism. And most of the Democratic Party right now is out about it. It's not like 20 years ago when they hid. They hid the fact that they were socialists, and they want to take your land and take your money and take your guns and get rid of the Christian religion and all this stuff. And and it's just the fact. It's just the fact now that that party has lurched so far to the left that it doesn't resemble anything that was the party of, doesn't resemble the party of Reagan, doesn't Democratic, even the party, it doesn't even resemble the party of John Kennedy and or Bobby Kennedy. I don't think either one of the Kennedys would be a Democrat. Those two Kennedys. Now we know Ted was a flaming liberal and more progressive than his brothers. We know that. But in terms of her again, my feeling is that she can't win. I mean, either Cruz or Cruz Rubio or our boy Donald Trump. Now here's the deal: Donald Trump says he's not going to run as an independent. But here's the deal: I think if he does run as an independent, we've already seen that in polling samples that he can get 20% of the Democrats. That's 20. If he runs as an independent, he's not going to be taken. There aren't going to be many Democrats that are going to vote Republican, and he wouldn't be taking votes away from a Republican. It wouldn't be like it wouldn't. This election would not be like the election of 1992, which gave us Bill Clinton. No, this this election would be more akin to, yeah, he's a Republican, but he taking 20% of her votes. Let's just say she gets 50%, 20%. You know, is 30%, and she can't win with that. She'd be killed by a Republican. 55, 35 or whatever it would be. Uh, you know, so I just don't. She's in trouble. She's a liar, and it's been proven that she's a liar. And if anything, she should go. She should get the treatment that uh, uh, what's her name, that lied, and Martha Stewart got. She should get that treatment. Now, will she get a treatment? Who knows? But she can't win. And Bernie Sanders, if he runs in the general, he's so far left that it could be a 45 to 50 state run up for the Republicans, because I don't know how some of these states may be left leaning or left, but they're not socialist left. They're not communist left. And this has been the MFP report for January the 16th, 2016.